Hello and welcome back to my RC channel. I'm AndyRC and today I'm checking out the WL Toys Q353 Triphibian. Now the last time I was here the video went crazy, so there's definitely a demand for these quadcopters that are okay near water. Well, this one is not just okay near water, it is designed specifically for it. As you can see, it looks a little bit like a boat with blades on the top, and that's exactly what it is. It's a quadcopter, and they call it the Triphibian because it technically does three things. It will float on the water and it will sort of boat around, and it's also got wheels underneath it as well, so it will drive around on the ground. I imagine it have to be pretty flat ground though, with it having these tiny wheels. And then it's a quadcopter, and when it's on the water or on the ground, then we have these back motors here, and they tilt forward a bit like that Osprey aircraft, and yeah, it pushes it forward. So yeah, I think we may have not just a novelty here. Now there is a few problems with it. It does have a built-in battery, so it's a LiPo battery. It's a 2-cell, so 7.4 volts. It is 1200 milliamp, so we should get a 6 to 7 minute flight time, it says. So these are brushed motors, of course, with a gear in, and we've got some LEDs underneath there. We've got a tri-blade, and you get given a spare set of props, and you can see here that all of this is sealed here. So we have a seal around there, and this is where it charges. So it charges via a balance port. You get given a cable that links up to one of those chargers, very similar to the B3 chargers there, and then this has got a seal over the top of it, and then you've got a button there which presses in and that turns it on. Now it is a fairly heavy model. It comes just shy of 400 grams. I think it was about 398 grams, so yeah, fairly heavy model there. Anyway, we have got this transmitter here, so WL Toys style transmitter. Doesn't have altitude hold mode, so we have to do our throttle ourselves, and it's in mode 2 here, so I can't fly in mode 1, so that should be fun, shouldn't it? Water, mode 2, when I'm a mode 1 flyer, excellent. So we have the usual WL Toys buttons. So we have all of these, which are your rates that start off at 40% and go up to 100%. And then this button here, this one turns the LEDs on and off. However, a long press is a key to return, and I do not like a key to return. I wish those two weren't on the same button, because if you made a mistake, then you could be in trouble. And then we have headless mode on this bottom button here. I'm not a big fan of that either. And then this button up here, that switches between the land and air mode. So essentially it just flicks these back props forward on a little servo, and we'll take a look at that. And then this button here actually converts the radio so that when you're on the ground, your aileron becomes the turning rather than it being on the rudder. I'm not too sure about that, because the idea is that you go from the water to the air, and then if you do that and forget to press this button as well, then all your controls could be messed up. So apparently the range is good for 150 meters. I should be fine here today. And it takes loads of batteries. It takes 6 AA batteries. I don't know why that is. There's also a stand on the back of here as well. But anyways, let's see how it flies, swims, whatever. So I'm going to turn the quadcopter on first, I think, by pressing this button, and we got the LEDs flashing underneath there. And then I'm going to turn on the transmitter here. So lift the throttle up and then down. And then to arm it, I think it's both in the center like that. I think if you want to calibrate the accelerometer for self level, then it is both sticks to the right. So let's see if I can get it to arm. There we go, it's armed, but straight away I can see that the control is too docile for me at 40, so I'm going to stick it at 100, and now let's see what it is like. That seems to be better. You're still very docile, mind. Whoa, flying it over the water. The ducks are looking scared, and I'm scared as well. Sorry ducks, no bread for you today. I wasn't sure you were going to be here, but there are loads of blooming ducks. Oh yeah. So it flies nice as a quadcopter. Let's fly it over the pond. Because this one floats, I'm not so scared to fly it over the pond, but it still could end up getting lost because I'm flying mode 2 here, and I'm not the best at mode 2. Also, this pond, it's got lots of reeds in it and things, and I'm not too sure if this thing's gonna get caught or anything. We don't have a flip button with this. Oh dear, the ducks do not like that at all. Don't worry, I'm not trying to hurt you. They've got some ducklings over there, you see, and I think that's what they're scared of. Oh dear, they're attacking it. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna hurt your ducklings, don't worry. Okay, let's stick it in the water and see if it floats first of all. That would be really bad if it didn't. Well, it's floating and not sinking, so let's press that button and look at the arms moving. And now it's a boat. That is brilliant. This isn't just a novelty, guys. This works. This is awesome. I need to stay away from those ducks though. They do not like this thing at all. I think, yeah, if you give it too much throttle, it does lift up into the air. Look at that. And, oh, we still have control though. That's interesting. So I still have aileron control. Let's see how far I dare to go out. Oh, it's a sunny day here today. Those ducks do not like this one bit. Come on, let's share the pond. I stay away from the ducklings, those things are going to attack me. Did you see how crazy they got? I think, like, you could possibly fly this in this mode, but I don't want to end up sinking it. So can we go seamlessly from boat mode into quadcopter mode? The answer is yes. I'm not sure about seamless, but that's my skills there. This thing is cool, guys. I really like it. What happens if you press that button whilst in the air? It flies forward. Yes, this is awesome. Please don't attack me, ducks. Away from the ducklings, come on now. I ain't mean, man. This is cool. Let's go out in the pond. I would never do this with that other model. I can't believe how many views that video got. But this thing is cool, and it's not getting stuck either. And I guess if it does get stuck, then, you know, you can turn it into quadcopter mode or whatever. Okay, now I'm going to try something daring now, because it's all well and good, you know, just boating it around. But what happens if it gets flipped upside down? Are you ready? It's upside down. Oh, it's stuck. So yeah, I'm not sure if it gets flipped upside down. I think if you were really quick, let's see what happens if we're really quick. Oh no, it's stuck. No, there we go. It flipped around. Oh, it took a little bit of effort though, I didn't like that. Let's try it again. Let's turn it upside down. No, it's getting stuck on the bottom though, you see. I need to be braver and send it out further, but I'm not sure I dare. No, it's not doing it. What happens if I put aileron in at the same time? Yeah! There you go, I'm just not being brave enough. So it actually will right itself. But it's probably best to not get it upside down if you can. I imagine you could get it flip upside down because you can still push it down into the water, look. You push down in. Well, it's certainly getting completely soaked here. So I think it will fly in that forward mode. I'll have to check that out. Not on the pond though. You know, I don't think I've ever had a go of an RC boat before. Quadcopter mode. Seamless. So yeah, I think if it does flip upside down, you've got a few options. First of all, it should float, even though the floats are on the other side. And of course, that can be a problem if the 2.4 antenna is in the water, because you tend to find that you don't have any control then. This is flying nice though. It flies nice and it swims nice. Whoops! Oh, a little bit heavy there in the water. Oh, have I got the LEDs flashing yet? That would be the LVC. Let's be brave. Yes! You just have to give it some welly. Try again. Look at that, it rights itself. It actually does right itself. There we go. Give it some throttle and some aileron, and it doesn't get stuck. That is impressive. Try again. Oh, I think I've just, what have I done there? There we go. Let's try again. Yeah, it rights itself, guys. Give it throttle and it rights itself. Wow. Now that is going to be good, isn't it? Quadcopter mode. That is brilliant. So it does actually fly with the motors pitched forward like that. I think I'm going to take it to my field and see what that's like, see if we actually have some control. I think the ducks are starting to love this. I think I am as well. I can't believe that. Just chuck it in the water, it flips itself around. That is brilliant. I have got something wrapped around it though. A little bit of duck hair, look at that. There's something wrapped around it. I think it is, I don't know what that is, duck hair. Not a feather. Oh. Oh, no. Yeah. I'm not sure if that's a feature of it self-righting itself, but it did seem to get a little bit stuck there and a little bit of loss of control under the water, so don't recommend it, but why not? I don't seem to have an LVC yet. I feel like I've been flying it for a while, but the power, oh there we go, LVC, the lights are going. Oh, and there we go, complete loss of power there, and it's covered in all sorts of pond stuff. But I like it, that was a lot of fun. Come on then, duckies, I'm gonna give you some bread. I didn't mean to upset you. Oh dear, I upset them. Look at these little ducklings. This guy is not happy. Look at these cute guys. There you go, look. Need to give you food. This is for you. Sorry for disrupting your daily duck routines. Get the baby some, man. Bye, ducks. You are not a YouTuber unless you're 30 years old and still skate and are covered in duck poo. Oh yeah, I'm glad they're doing this. This is gonna help a lot with those micros. Okay, so let's see how this thing drives as a car. Now, it's pretty rough ground here, and it's managing it. It's bouncing around quite a bit. It's more like a hovercraft like this. I'm pretty sure you could run it on anything. That's pretty funny. I imagine those foam floats are getting pretty battered, mind. So I got a Mobius on the front of this, if you're wondering why it looks a little bit funny. And I've used the best material in the world to attach it. Duct tape. I bet it's getting absolutely caked in dust. So I better clean it before I see if it'll fly in forward motion like this. I wonder if I can get up the curb. Yes! I love this thing. I don't think I'm gonna manage to... No, it'll go on the grass also. Oh, yeah, but it's gonna get dug into the ground as it gets stuck. That's hilarious. Okay, it flipped over. Alright, let's see how dusty that camera's gotten. The answer is very dusty, so let me clean the lens. I don't know if it's still recording. Looks like it's still recording to me. Right. So I'm gonna take it off as a quadcopter first of all. I love that, look at that. And in the highest rate, so I'm going to fly it around a little bit, but then I want to see if it will fly with the rotors tilted. Probably a bad idea, especially as I'm flying in mode 2. This is really funny. No idea what the footage is going to come out like on the Mobius. Usually you get a fair amount of jello when the motors are geared and brushed like this. I'm really getting a chance to see how it flies now. It flies really nice, fairly docile, even in this highest rate. So I don't think there's a change to the yaw rate, even on the highest rate. So let's try the lowest rate. Yeah, the yaw rate seems to be the same. Press the wrong stick then. Right. Come on, be brave. I have no idea what's going to happen here. Probably bad things. Right, have it facing that way. And then boat mode. That's full throttle. So it does fly around in boat mode, but it's fast. Oh my god, it's so fast. And when you put the throttle on, you don't get much height on it. That is funny though. Wow, that's fast. Ooh, it's gonna hit the ground. The one good thing about that mode, I guess, is that the camera doesn't need tilting because it's pushing itself forward, but yeah, not quite working how I thought. And it seems to have lost a fair amount of power now as well. so it's probably best you don't do that if you don't want to burn the motors out. But it's pretty funny. Look at that, look at it go. Pretty much full throttle to keep it from hitting the ground. That is full throttle. But it does fly in this mode, that's funny. Oh, it's getting very close to the ground, it did not like that. So yeah, it's really meant to be a boat, but it's a feature that will double up as a scary flying quadcopter, if you want. I imagine once the battery starts to drain that it's not gonna like that mode too much. Try again. Look at it go. Full throttle. Oh no! You don't have much time to think when it's doing this business. It does it though. Oh, I think the battery's gone, or going. I lost all power there. But the LVC isn't flashing, so I just don't think it likes being in that mode for flight. But in the water, fine, you saw it earlier. I had so much fun with it in the pond. And it transitions amazingly. Well, you can see it actually flies in that boat mode, so yeah, that's fun. But yeah, I'm definitely losing power now, so flight time's not bad on it at all. Still no LVC. You know, if the Mobius is still running. Yeah, it flies much better in Quadcopter mode. Not bad range too. Oh, I think that is the light flashing. It's hard to tell because it's sunny, so the LED's not too bright in the sun, but there you go, yes. It is flashing, so let's bring it in for a landing before it runs out of power. So there you go. That is my review of the Q353. I really like it. I'll put a link in the description if you wish to get one. As always, thanks so much for watching. Please continue to subscribe. Cheers.